Guys, I think I found my new favorite show. It's Spy Family. Best show I've watched hands down, no room for debate. But coming in at a very close second, even though some might argue it's a carbon copy of the most wholesome show I've ever seen, Baddies Gone Wild. I've never actually heard of this show before, or Zeus Network for that matter, but as I now find myself scrolling X in an attempt to find some unhinged shit to make me word vomit at a computer screen, the trending tab blessed me again with this absolute masterpiece.
Bro, there's no more rules no more, bro. She put her fingers in her pussy and tried to make us smell it. What the fuck is wrong with you, nasty ass bitch?
And just like that, I decided to strap in for a soul-sucking hour of my life to magically vanish before my eyes. But who am I kidding? Lloyd Forger ain't got shit on this absolute masterclass in hand-to-hand combat these modern-day angels are giving all of us for free. Muhammad Ali got lessons from at least two of these girls, I'm positive. I'm not a big fan of television or shows in general, but I've always had a large distaste for reality TV. Damn near every actor, contestant, or whatever you want to call them is so far out of reach with reality that using the word is honestly disrespectful and downright rude to the rest of us. However, this is the first time I've seen the company behind these shows be just as far out of touch as the cast, and I wanted to talk about it. 'Cause that's what I do now, apparently.
Bring them out. Can't do shit. Bring them out, bitch, I'm ready. Bring them hoes out.
And within the first 5 seconds of the actual episode, we can already see exactly what this is going to be. The main character energy is through the roof, and it's being asserted with a grown-ass woman dancing and yelling to bring them hoes out, and that she's ready. I don't know what was going on before this moment, but she didn't hear no bell, that's for sure.
Shit, bitch. Bitch, I ain't doing shit. I do shit on my own time. And my knees still hurt, and y'all didn't do shit. I was still on my 2 feet.
Okay, so what I'm getting is one of the girls got jumped by some other girls, and now this girl's team is trying to stick up for her, but she's mad at them for not doing it sooner. To which I have 2 things to say. 1, this is the exact kind of giant, lukewarm IQ, brain rot-induced drama cycles that I try to avoid with TV. If I make bad decisions, you guys better be there to bail me out. My second thing is, it might be understandable if these people were your actual friends, but y'all are here for money and probably had no connection before this. You can't expect people who were complete strangers to you to jump into a fight on your behalf just because you guys were randomly chosen to be on a TV show. That's seriously goober mentality. My girl Big Lulu was spitting some absolute facts though.
Bro, these bitches just be crashing about anything, so what they crashing out just be fuck y'all too, yo. Y'all, why y'all making beds? Y'all can't even lay on it then. Like, what the hell? Y'all always complaining about something, so why the fuck y'all even doing it? The fuck? Shit, me.
Shit, me. Seriously though, what the fuck was that sentence? I grew up around Chicago, so I'm used to this language, but come on. There was a whole lot of lip movement, and I definitely heard sound, but it genuinely felt like I was having a stroke trying to decipher the hieroglyphs she was chanting at me.
She right there. Lauren over there.
Holy jump scare. I thought this was Baddies Gone Wild, not never mind. I won't make the joke, but I am legally allowed to as an overweight person myself. This shit does feel like it was scripted to be a horror movie cliche. Lauren, come out wherever you are. And then you just see the feet slowly walking in front of you while you're hiding under the bed. And do you notice how the big dudes in black shirts, who I presume to be security, aren't really trying to stop this whole fiasco? That dude just walking backwards in front of them like, hey, you can't come back this way. I'm not actually going to stop you because you're a big girl, but you can't come this way.
Bro.
Like I was saying, these guys aren't actually here to stop this shit, and I'm definitely not going to call them security because they're not here for the safety of these full-grown adults. Usain Bolt booked it straight past Bertha, who was on a bit of a warpath towards whoever was in that house, just so he could be with other 3 big dudes who were trying to hold back that tiny woman. There was also this guy, but I feel like these girls would absolutely steamroll him. He's definitely not Bertha proof. Ah, yes. The age-old solution to diplomatic dispute. Destruction of property. Classy. But if I learn one thing from previously being engaged, these girls fucked up by touching makeup. This is what we're promoting to people. Don't try to talk out your differences. Go ahead and just ruin their things. So what if it might not be theirs? There's still a chance that it is. And if it's not hers, well, at least she pissed somebody off.
I'm done talking. Who touched your stuff? I'm being nice. Who came in? Wait, you have asthma? Where's my hair? Okay, I have to be in here with the man though. I'm trying to push you.
As an asthmatic, I can say, I've never been so worked up that I have an asthma attack, but holy moly. I'm not really sure if Bertha and the goons pissed her off to this point, or if she worked herself up into this medical emergency, but I know the solution for all of her problems. It's actually a preventative prescription called not going on the show. Where do you have to be at in life to watch the first season of the show, which I'm just going to assume she did, and think to yourself, ah yes, home. I was scrolling through X trying to find a clip of the show just on X itself as a website because I thought it would look better for my intro that I did. And I got to see a lot of the season 1 clips and like the fights that they had, and I just want to say, those girls are on absolutely different timing than these ones. Season 1 makes season 2 look like absolute saints. And that is wild to hear coming out of my mouth, because I thought this was the most oonga boonga violent brain that any individuals could actually get, but I was proven wrong.
Y'all bitches is really some fucking haters. You went after my makeup?
Okay, hear me out. Am I wrong? I am going to write down that I was finally right about makeup and send a text to my ex just to kind of gloat about it. But I'd also like to take a second to talk about this woman who managed to rhyme Dior with floor flawlessly.
Damn, is that Miss Dior on the floor? That's my favorite perfume, and it's broken. Oh my god.
Watch out, Eminem. We have the new slant rhyme rap god right here. He's been real quiet since this episode dropped.
Tell them bitches to come outside. Bro, it is no more rules in this bitch.
I'm a bit of a rule breaker myself, but in this context, I can only think of a few things that sentence could mean, and it definitely rhymes with Melanie. Surely that's not what's going to happen, right?
Y'all want me to fight like a Jamaican? I'll find the most solid stone and I'll bash a bitch head here. I swear to God.
Well, there it is. This show is just Oprah for criminal charges. She gets a charge, and she gets a charge. Fuck it. Everybody gets a charge. Our entire education system is a giant pile of garbage if it's producing people whose reaction to anything non-life threatening is to grab a rock and bash a bitch's head in. Also, I feel like it's kinda racist to assume all Jamaicans fight like that.
Ain't no more rules in this bitch. Come outside. What she said? She said means come outside. Went in our room. Come, bitch. Come, bitch. Come, bitch. Come out and play, girl. That's our more buddy.
Bertha immediately hopped on business after her schizophrenia told her that she heard her name, which is surprising, because I can't even move that fast. She heard beef and instant transmission to the door. I'd also like to talk about Usain Bolt for a second, because this is the whitest black man or blackest white man I have ever seen. This guy is like the Steph Curry of bouncers. You don't know if he should be allowed to say it, but he's gonna sneak it in every once in a while. He does genuinely look like he's questioning every life choice he has made to be brought to this point. Man, my son had a football game today and I'm missing it just to be out here with these adult-sized toddlers. I'm paying the bills, but at what cost? God damn it, and Sharon made meatloaf at home. She knows I love meatloaf. just like that, my suspicions were confirmed. Bertha enters the Thunderdome as she's ushered forward by security. But it was never security to begin with. They're actually the referees, and we're about to bear witness to the title card. Shaq over there definitely had money on Bertha losing that one. But look at what I'm talking about here. That guy didn't try to stop it whatsoever. He put his arms straight up in the air and just tried to walk between them, and they treated him like he was invisible. Old girl over here got 4 licks in on Minx before they even tried to go hands-on to intervene. This company 100% knows what they're doing, and somehow it's working for them. They're producing EBT MMA with their own refs and custom-built rings. You've even got one of the production guys over here kicking curtains out of the way because he knows they're about to go at it again.
I got something for Mix too.
I don't have too much to say. Most of these hot seats are just copium versions of what we actually see play out, but acting like that little mosquito bite you came at Bertha with was anything more than an inconvenience to her day is blasphemy. But I remember when sneaking someone or just jumping people in general was considered wuss behavior. There's no honor in these lands anymore. But what better way to celebrate your long, fulfilling day of reenacting Fight Club? That's right, going to the club.
It was so refreshing to see boys and not bitches, so I'm excited.
I feel like that's just a modern day problem in totality. Not just her being excited, even though Buzz Lightyear is kind of prone to violence and trying to make sure the other toys drop before Andy walks in, but going to the club to look for boys. Because y'all are fucking finding them. Boys go to the club to drink and dance with whoever they think they have a shot with. Men are asleep because they have to work in the morning. Or they're editing YouTube videos because they work second shift.
Lollipop or hookah.
Oh shit, it's my girl Big Lulu. Surely she can shed some light on the situation for me.
I see luring. Bitch, you ain't gotta do that. Damn. Shit, I see feel like I owe her some loyalty now.
Well said.
At the end of the day, we beggars gone wild as a collective. Y'all damn near forgot the baddie part. Y'all just keep going wild.
They really do just go wild, and I have yet to see a single baddie. Unless we mean baddie as in like a movie villain. Cause yeah, I'm definitely ready to call the Avengers on these animals. Except this girl. All she's done is cry and gaslight. She probably just needs a hug from her dad.
Y'all scared of heights?
Yeah, y'all scared of heights?
Cause y'all ain't scared to fight, so y'all scared of heights.
I'm scared of heights.
Yep, that settles it for me. The guest star they brought in was practically setting the table for them on this one. The company is 1000% feeding into this loop of shameless violence and exploiting all these women who have been so consumed by social media and trends that they're willing to humiliate themselves on a show for some exposure and cash. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money. $50,000 is way more than I've seen at one time in my entire life. But at the rate these girls are going, that $50K isn't even going to cover the hospital expenses. And that's only for one of them. The rest of these girls are going to have to pay out of pocket.
What y'all been doing actually? Let's get to you see the injury?
They not scared to fight.
Okay, wait, why does it seem like super divided too, right? Like this.
Y'all already split up.
I don't know.
You want your fade right now? Because you know you snuck me in that room. You want to come up out there?
And as if exactly on cue, Bertha's back and she wants smoke. She's 100% the Thanos of this entire show, and I'm almost convinced she's a plant from the company itself. I can vividly imagine the producers just writing out the screenplay for her the night before, like, and right after Natalie brings up how divided you look, Bertha will insert the last Infinity Stone and provoke Loki. Sadly, I was not blessed with this fight during this episode, but you know exactly what happens. They're gonna wind up fighting, and it's gonna take the refs a little extra time to get over there, because as we can see, they're not in the shot whatsoever. They're all probably on lunch or something, and they'll get a call like, hey, they're fighting again. Finish your coffee and then mosey on over and take a little look-see when you have some time, please. Now, I had to watch way more of the show than I ever wanted to in order to make this video, and I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, we're fucked if this is the kind of slop people are watching now. You've got glammed out adult babies fighting and creating drama out of thin air in hopes of becoming famous, and a company that wants to use their misery in order to make easy cash. Honestly, Zeus Network really just seems like all the scenes MTV had to blur or cut out. But with that, I'm probably going to go back to not watching shows at all after this and potentially introducing a blender to my frontal cortex for allowing me to sit through this absolute train wreck. But let me know if Zeus Network has any more peak shows that I should stay away from, or if this was just the one bad apple out of the bunch. I'm done rambling now, though. Take it easy, guys.